I don't think you guys are aware of how important it is what you're doing right now with the community.
You remember the first time you came to Factory?
Yeah. I had just moved to Toronto from Vancouver, and I came to see this play. And I saw these great actors on stage. And I said, oh, this is a good choice. I came to the right place. And then I guess I came to do a lot of workshops and readings once Nina was here. I think through Nina, I also brought La Comunión, one of my plays about women and war. I brought it here for a workshop. And I, of course, I was going, when have I acted here? I have acted in both spaces here. One of my first fringes or something was in this space, in this studio space. And then we did Aluna did our very first production ever. I think it was a Summer Works meeting place, which was the beginning of Aluna.
Really?
We did it in the big space, and it was so out there.
There's Factory Theatre, the company, the plays that we produce, the Gwendolyn poems, all of Nina's tenure, the Naked season, the McIvers that we did a couple, there's the season, but then there's the building, and the building is full to the brim with all of these incredible companies, communities, groups, rentals, and that just goes 24/7. There's something happening here.
Factory has become like Aluna's second home, because we have our little studio, but I think it was really, yes, I did things here, but in terms of feeling that this is a place where we feel really, really, we love the two spaces. So when we're thinking of projects, we can also see how the projects can work in the space. And for me, that's awesome.
CAMINOS Festival, where you're working with the local artists, and the RUTAS Festival, where you're working with the international. I think Aluna has such an ethos that matches so well with Factory Theaters of experimentation, of community, of trusting artists. I think that's a big place where you and I really align.
Exactly.
Is in trusting that the artists know what they're doing, and it's our job as curators, as artistic directors, to build the container around that trust.
I don't think you guys are aware of how important it is what you're doing right now with the community. In all this crazy time of where we all have to adapt and change things and that, but I've been talking a lot about the danger for the independent, the emerging artists of disappearing in this moment, where it's really hard to get funding, where the only ones surviving are the bigger companies, and they're making, collaborations between them, and having the space. My mentors in Colombia, the La Candelaria Theatre, always said, the space is the most important thing. Once you have the space, you can do anything. Factory is really going to change, and is changing the game right now in a moment where I fear a lot for the new voices and the independent theater. Water those seeds, and suddenly this magical thing begins to happen. Mm-hmm. So I feel that you're doing that right now, and it's exciting. I love this place. I love working here. With the Cunning Linguist, to be able to be in the theater 3 weeks. I love building in the theater. I'm not a director who blocks a play before. Mm-hmm. I hate that.
Susanna Fournier wrote a play, and there was this piece in it about how when we are in times of scarcity, our instinct is to cut. Our instinct is to cut back. But cutting back creates more scarcity. Less creates less, and it creates this sort of shrinking. And the only thing that can fight scarcity is abundance.
Yes.
Right? And so Factory Theatre is the culmination of 55 years of investment from countless amounts of artists, from government, from community, from the country, of investment in artists in Toronto. And so even though these are challenging times, things are changing all of the time, I see the abundance of what this space is and can be.
With the Cunning Linguist, for me, I just went it was the greatest experience, my most awesome recent experience, because I came into this room and I said, I'm just gonna try whatever I want. Mm-hmm. It's this is my opportunity as a director to try out things. Yeah. And I'm not scared to go, I have this thing, I go, until I have seen it 10 times and I can prove to myself that it doesn't work, I don't say no. right? Like I'm still gonna see what happens.
There's a lot of narrative innovation that we still need to do as people living in a contemporary society. Like I think of the work with Lester Trips, which was kind of like an analog exploration about the way that technology feels in the body, as opposed to the way that it looks on our screen. You know, like I think that innovation or experimentation can come like from very entertaining, very funny. Like I mean, Monica's show is a laugh riot. So I think that abundance is also about like diversity in form.
For me as an artist right now, I'm going, how do we speak now?
Yeah.
Because it's not the same. We maintain these very traditional dramaturgies, and I go, but how are people speaking? Just the fact of having this technology in front of us all the time changes the way we speak. Instagram, I don't even know these things. Okay, Instagram, you can only write so many words, right? But even that is editing how much you retain. You know, so that experimentation that we change, and is also, how do people want to talk right now, and what do they want to talk about? I think these hard times are also opportunities to change things. And that's what I hold on to, because if not, why do it, you know? I was watching the show, you know, like watching all these shows, and the passion and the love of young people coming, and I go, we cannot lose that.